Hey everybody, just want to make a quick video. Got a question. 2014 being right around the corner. The question is, how bad do you want it? Seriously, how bad do you want it? It's going into 2014, the excuses need to stop. The owners of the company, the founders of the company, have made this program too simple. How many times will you continue to lie to yourself that this is the program, this is the year, I'm finally going to do it. This is the one. And I'm going to ask you again, how bad do you want it? If you're continually going down this road of making these false promises to yourself, you're not hurting nobody but yourself and your loved ones that you're telling yourself that you want to do it for. So ask yourself, really and truly, how bad do you really want it? Instead of getting discouraged because you're not seeing the immediate results, or you're too busy looking at the results of someone else instead of focusing on your plan and what you need to do for your self-improvement, you're giving up. Some of you out there, 30 days into a business. It's not a hobby, but you're treating this business as a hobby, so we might as well call it a hobby. A part-time hobby. If you like throwing money away, just giving money away, it's obvious you're not hurting for money because you're treating it like a hobby. You're just putting money into it because you love to put money into all these new startup businesses because it's a hobby of yours. So join my hobby then, if you like giving money away. I got a hobby. I collect basketball memorabilia. Donate to me. But if you want a business, I've said it before, the company has made it as simple as possible. But the bottom line, it comes down to you and how bad do you want it? I don't even think you heard what I just said. How bad do you want it? No, truly, really want it. Let's take a look at something. Think about something, for example. I got to sit down before I work up a sweat. Everybody has to start somewhere. Stop giving up so damn easily. Think about it. When you were a child, you got your first bike. You had the training wheels on it. But then every other child in the neighborhood all of a sudden started taking their training wheels off. And they were riding around the neighborhood without training wheels anymore. And you looked at them and you said, I want to be like them too. I'm a big girl. I'm a big boy now. I need to get rid of these training wheels. So what did you do? You motivated yourself. You took off those training wheels and you tried and you failed. You tried again and you failed. But each time you got back up and you tried a little bit more and a little bit harder. Because why? You wanted it bad enough so that you could be like everybody else. That was your why. You wanted to be able to ride through the neighborhood with all of your friends with no training wheels on your bike. Because you were a big girl, you were a big boy, and it was something special to you. It was a milestone for you to get rid of those training wheels and to be able to say, I'm a big girl mom, I'm a big girl dad, I'm a big boy mom, I'm a big boy dad. It was a milestone and you accomplished it. And the only reason why you accomplished it and learned how to ride that bike because you wanted it bad enough and you didn't give up. Well, I'm here to tell you, establishing your home-based business is the same way. You got to have that same drive. You got to have that same mentality. So what if you see everybody around you earning money online? Don't get discouraged. Use that same motivation that you used from way back when you were a child to get rid of your training wheels, to be able to ride your bike without training wheels. Use that same desire, that same motivation to get that money. But you could do this if you want it bad enough. Michael Jordan, he wasn't always the greatest player. For those of you who don't really follow sports, did you know the greatest player in the world who ever lived, Michael Jordan, never made his high school basketball team until his senior year? His senior year, he made the varsity team. 10th grade, he got cut. 10th grade, he got cut. The greatest basketball player that ever lived got cut. And the following year, he didn't even make it. They put him back on the junior varsity team. Why? Because he wasn't good enough. But in his heart, he wanted it bad enough that he bust his tail day in and day out, working on his jumper, working on his game, working on his handle, working on his dribble, working on his crossover, working on his free throws, whatever it took. Because he wanted it bad enough. But it didn't stop there. And once he got to that collegiate level, he continued to build on that desire to be the greatest. And that's the type of desire you got to have within you. We all have that. You just got to find a way to leash down inside and grab a hold of it and just pull it up. And ask yourself, how bad do I want this? And if you want it bad, you could do this. Just because somebody else online is earning all this money don't mean you can't. What do they have that you don't have? Okay, men, they put their pants leg on the same way you do. One leg at a time. Ladies, they put their dress on, or the pants if you wear pants, the same way that you do. One leg at a time. Now, there may be somebody out there that's doing it 2 legs at a time, but you know what I mean. There's no difference. The only difference is the drive. They did not give up. When things were not going their way, they went back to the drawing board and they looked at what is it that I can learn to try to better myself. Maybe I need to improve on my mindset. Maybe I'm hopping around to all these different things, trying to market over here, trying to market over there, trying to market over here, and I'm just getting miscombobulated. Is that even a word? I'll use it anyway. I'm gonna make it into the word if it's not. But it's just mind-boggling, and I'm doing a little here, and maybe I'm just doing it too much. I'm wearing myself thin. Maybe I need to just pull back a little bit. Take one thing at a time. Because I want to be good at it. I want to be good at this. So I'm gonna take one thing at a time. I'm gonna pull back. I'm gonna scratch everything in 2013 because it's obvious. 2013 did not go as bad. Did not go as I had wished it would have. That's what you're telling yourself. You're telling yourself 2013 did not go as you had planned. But that doesn't mean you're throwing the towel. You look at what went wrong in 2013. What is it that you did in 2013 that did not work? You identify those areas that did not work. And one or two things got to happen. You either say, okay, they're salvageable, I could tweak this and make it work, or I get rid of it. And let's move forward. 2014 is right around the corner. You could do this. You don't throw in the towel after 30 days. You don't throw in the towel after 60 days. You don't throw in the towel after 90 days. The guy that's opening up a store in the corner, he's not throwing in the towel after 30 days of just investing into this business that he wanted to open it, that he wanted so badly. He's not throwing it in because he's not getting the amount of customers that he wants. He goes back to the drawing board and he figures out a way to attract customers, whether it's slashing prices or giving some type of incentive to draw customers into his business, his or her business. But they're not throwing in the towel. So I'm telling you, multi-level marketing can make your life a dream. Can help you accomplish your dreams, should I say. The dreams that you've always dreamt of, the type of lifestyle that you've always dreamt of living. It is possible. Even the biggest multi-level marketer, whoever it is that you look up to, had to start somewhere. They didn't just come out one day, pick up multi-level marketing, and all of a sudden became an instant hit, an instant sensation. If they're at the top and they didn't do it, what makes you think you're going to do it? You have to start somewhere. The difference between them and you is they had a dream, they had the desire, and they had the dedication, and they stuck with it because they wanted it bad enough. So I'm asking you, going into 2014, ask yourself, how bad do you really want it? And let that desire of how bad be your motivation, your desire to go for it, your discipline to stick with it, and your dedication to stay with it through the long haul if things don't start going your way. Until then, I hope to see each and every one of you at the top. To your success, and God bless.